Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Changing the Lost Vanity. Vanity is a first edition Chronicles of Darkness game set in southern Florida during the year 1993. Follow Katrina, played by Tillman, Raymond, played by Chris, Isabel, played by Andrew, Frank, played by Slavic, and Adam as the storyteller, as they uncover the mysteries of the true Fae and forge new paths for themselves in a world of beauty and madness. Follow us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM for channel updates, and we hope you enjoy this episode.
I want to go back to you, Isabel. Do you remember when we had that scene where you had shared a night with somebody you met at the nightclub opening?
Yeah.
Did we ever give that person a name?
He very specifically never asked for his name, didn't give a fuck at all about any of that. He wasn't named at all, and she went to his place, left her number there. So he now has her name and her number, but she doesn't know his name.
Oh, perfect setup. I love that. Okay. So your cell phone is going to start to ring.
Okay.
And it's not a recognized number.
She'll answer anyway. This is Isabel.
Hey, it's me.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
It's Kyle. That probably doesn't mean anything to you. From the other night, Kyle. From the club.
Oh, hi.
I was just wondering if you're free tonight.
She'll kind of smile to herself and says, "Absolutely."
I have reservations at this great place. I'm really happy you're not doing anything. Listen, if you tell me where you live, I can swing by, pick you up in an hour, or maybe you can meet me there, or.
She'll think for a moment and then just say her address. Says, 1 hour, you said?
Yeah.
I'll see you soon, Kyle.
Great. He hangs up.
Awkward.
Yeah. He's nervous, like a nervous teenager on the phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Isabel inspires that in people.
So she'll, with a little bit of, she is seeing this as, oh, thank God, something to do, something to instead of sitting home staring blankly at this stupid show and just dwelling on shit, she has something she can do now, So she'll kind of start getting ready. She was already sort of dressed to go out, but not knowing where. He said reservation, so she's gonna assume somewhere nice. So she's gonna get more dolled up than before, to change her clothes, maybe go through a couple of different outfits before she settles on something,
What a bold guy. I already had reservations when he called you. What was he going to do if you said no?
He is lucky that she is in such a great mood for just escapism. So she will, like I said, probably take the full hour in getting ready, and when he shows up, probably make him wait just a minute,
Of course. All right, I want to cut back to Frank. You and Manny have been driving for 15 minutes now. You're starting to recognize this is similar to the ride you guys took the previous night, which took in whole about maybe an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So Manny opens up the glove compartment of his car, and he takes out this small. It's like a bundle of twigs and wood, wrapped in this kind of vines. It's this wooden talisman, and he just takes it out and he's holding it, and he's kind of just looking at it, flipping it around, and he goes, "You remember that last night I had to come out here and talk to somebody?"
Yeah, I do.
Well, next day I find this shit outside of my house. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's something, I don't know, magical or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
but
Frank
you know
will
what?
sort of want to touch it.
He'll hand it right to you, to look at, see what you make of it.
Sort of, playing with it.
And
Never
it's a
seen
very
something.
crude object. It's kind of like these twigs that are bound together with these vines kind of like made to be like a type of rope, and it's sort of tied in somewhat of a cross, and it has this it has all this different wooden like twine wrapped around it, and it's like some kind of charm or something like that. It's nothing you've ever seen before. And Manny's like, and I know one of these fucks left this at my house as some kind of either just some kind of warning, or they're trying to, I don't know, trying to hex me or some shit. I told you about these fucking wackos. They're just some fucking religious nuts out there.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
cult. And you know what? I suspect that these guys are loyalists. Now, I'm not sure yet, but I went down
sure?
there.
Oh, no.
No.
Are there people there too? Like normal people? No.
There is, and that's what worries me, Frank. These guys are showing normal people way too much of our life, you know? And
It's not good, Manny. You told me we shouldn't show ourselves to people.
that's right, Frank. These guys are outsiders. They're not part of our freehold, but you know, I told you I like to fix things, and I think that what they're doing is it's causing damage to even our group, you know? It causes damage to the whole, you know, when we have people sort of acting on their own like that. They got no leadership, they got no rules. They're just out there doing their own thing, you know, ensorceling people, making them see what we truly look like, you know, spreading all this religious crap that probably comes from some true fae bullshit. And frankly, I'm just not going to allow it. So I go down there to tell him to cut the shit. You know, I laid hands on the man. I won't lie about it. But if this is what's going to go down, then these guys are in for some fucking trouble, Frank. I swear to God. And you see him, his face is getting red, and there's like a bead of sweat that just drips from his forehead. And he just, you know, he takes the talisman and just shoves it back into the glove box and slams the door on the glove box shut. And he's like, so this time things are going to be a little more serious.
Want me to come with you this time?
Yeah, I think I might. You know, Frank, I think it's important that you see some of these bad people, see what they're really up to, and you know, they look just like me or you, but they're trying to hurt us with what they do, Frank. You know, I'm not always going to be in charge, so this summer it's our summer. We gotta do things, you know, the way that they should be done. We got to take care of all the threats within and without. We got to deal with the people who are corrupting our freehold from within. We got to deal with the things that are threatening us from the outside. Oh, there's just so much shit, Frank. If everybody only knew, you know, this Charlie thing, this True Faith thing, this is just one of many fucking problems I got to deal with. There's all kinds of weirdness going on.
Want me to scare them a little bit?
Yeah, that could work. I like, you know, I think we could do something like that. I mean, Let's not get out of hand here. We're not trying to, you know, really hurt somebody. We just want to make a message, you know?
Yeah, don't worry.
So I'm going back to where we went last night, and I'm going to tell this fuck one more time. You guys are still about 20 minutes away at this point here. Let's cut back to Raymond. Are you just like asleep right now, or like what's going on with you?
I would say that he's probably sleeping like a baby right now, you know, like he's just so mentally and physically exhausted that he's just out. Especially I think knowing that like Katrina's there, you know what I mean, also, and like maybe she can help with Charlie or whatever, but he's just out, you know, because of all the events that occurred.
And Katrina, you?
Quite the opposite. She's not getting much sleep this night. Like, not just because of her walking around in the house, but also just because she's restless.
Raymond, your sleep is getting deeper and deeper, and you feel yourself start to enter a dream. All changelings are lucid dreamers, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I was always under the impression that like all changelings are lucid dreamers.
Well, they are now if they weren't.
Do you want to like talk about like what it might look like when you start to enter dreams, or you know?
I would say that Raymond Probably that's a good question. I would say that Raymond probably has like dreams of loss. Like he dreams of his daughter a lot. He probably dreams of like his, you know, Appalachian white trash parents that he just like left. You know what I mean? And like never checked in on once he made money that are probably dead. You know what I mean? Probably even has like a sense of loss for like his wife. You know what I mean? Like that at one time he probably did have a good relationship with her. Who knows? You know what I mean? Like, but it's like I would say he probably has dreams that when he wakes up in the morning, it hurts. You know what I mean? To wake up because like he's confronted with reality instead of like the life he used to live, you know? I mean, I would assume there's nightmares that are thrown in there once in a while too, especially with the shit that he dealt with, you know what I mean? But I would say that the dreams, even though they may be like pleasant, remembering, his prior life, that they're still fucked up because they make him feel like shit. You know what I mean? Like they're not like dreams where he wakes up, he's like, oh, I had a good dream. If anything, it's just a reminder of like of all the mistakes he made and stuff like that. So a mixture of nightmares and then that like dreams of longing for somewhat of a normal life. You know what I mean? Especially his daughter. His daughter like really is a thing that like fucking hurts because like he knows she's out there and he's been too much of a coward to even try to figure anything out or anything like that.
Here's another thing that I've been meaning to ask, but I always forget about this. So changelings all have the ability, they're connected with their fetch in the way that they can always enter their own fetch's dream with glamour expenditure or willpower expenditure. I forget which. Is that something Raymond has ever done, or is that something that he would avoid at all costs?
I think Raymond would have done it because of like the guilt that like Raymond had felt for what he did to his wife. You know what I mean? And her boyfriend. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't like to this day think, oh, I killed that bitch and her lover. You know what I mean? It's like he totally regrets all of that. So maybe like to feel the punishment, you know what I mean, of that, he probably would go and do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So as you fall like further and further into a deeper sleep, you get this dream that starts to form around you. It's similar to how I described with Isabel, where it's kind of like a picture being painted around you, and it's all just like slowly starting to fill in. And you find yourself outside of your old family home, just kind of looking at it. The grass is mowed nice. Everything is looking, really bright and happy at this moment. It's like the afternoon. The sun is shining bright. Your former wife is outside and she's hanging up clothes on the clothesline, and there's just this beautiful smell in the air of just flowers and fresh linen, and you're looking at her. No indication that she is like feeling your presence or acknowledging that you're there or anything like that, and you're just taken back by this. She seems almost angelic now, so graceful, so beautiful, just doing like these basic like household tasks, and you're just seeing that, and it just hurts you. It's like a stab to the heart, because you're starting to remember, how even though she wasn't a great wife to you, even though she used you and she manipulated you and stuff like that, you very much loved her. None of this bad stuff would have happened if you didn't love her. This was all just like a thing of passion, and sorrow starts to set in on this happy moment, and things start to turn to gray, and she sort of walks out of the frame of the picture, and the sky turns dark, and the clothes start to turn brown, and the smell starts to turn horrid and like a rancid smell, just very terrible. And there's like the sound of like thunder and lightning. It's just the scenery just completely changes into this like nightmarish storm, and you just hear the cries of your daughter, just daddy, daddy, just crying for help, just daddy, daddy. And then it cuts to something else, the cries of multiple children, maybe 4 or 5 separate voices. Your vision it's like you're staring into a corner of a place that you've never been. It's like a basement or like a cellar of some sort, and you can't see any people. You just see these shadows of these small figures, like child-sized figures, and they're just screaming, "Help me! Help me!" And you wake up in a sweat.
I would say I would even wake up screaming. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just
Okay.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, probably just like freaking the fuck out. You know what I mean?
That's like one of those, like, okay, so like I feel like certain dreams, like this is like out of character, like real life. Certain like dreams and nightmares, I feel like it's more common to have them like maybe like an hour or two like after you fall into like that deep sleep. Like you were just like freshly into that deep sleep where you were able to have this very lucid, very visceral dream, and then immediately you're just woken up. Katrina, you still being awake, and I mean, even if you had been asleep, this screaming probably would have taken you out of the slumber. You just hear this screaming from the other room, which, I mean, you were already on edge because of this whole situation, so I would assume this isn't making it that much easier.
What time is it on the clock next to my bed?
It's like 10:45.
Oh,
Like
it's still nighttime,
it's
huh?
still
Okay.
nighttime. It's like you have just gone to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's something
Yeah.
that just like happened like very quickly.
Question. Do I have Isabel's numbers? Like I do I have her like her cell number or home number or anything like that?
I think you do. I think like in the first session maybe we had gone over like you received the phone numbers
Because this is
from
what I'm
Nora. We can say that you, unless Andrew objects, I would say that you do have Isabel's number.
It wasn't in the first session. It was later on. He didn't get
Okay.
it from her. He got it from someone else, like maybe Manny or somebody. I don't remember who exactly, but he
I
did
do
get her
remember
cell.
Frank leaving
okay.
leaving something for somebody. I don't know.
Because this is what I like picture like happening. Like when I wake up, right, and I'm all disheveled and I look at my clock, I'm just gonna like beeline. I'm probably wearing like boxers or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna beeline towards like my dining area. Grab, like those old cord phones that you have on the wall. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna grab the receiver of it and drag the cord, open my front door, screen door, close it. You know what I mean? So I'm outside and just start like hammering out Isabel's number that I have written on a piece of paper or something, next to the phone or tacked on a board or some shit.
Isabel, you're in the bathroom.
Oh, this
You're
is
like,
before he shows up.
yes, this is, you're still getting ready right now.
Oh, okay.
We'll say it's been about like a half hour since he called you, so you're putting the final touches on your on your hair or something like that, doing a little bit of spray or whatever
I'm gonna
girls
I'm
do.
gonna be honest. Like Raymond is the last person that Isabel wants to talk to right now.
Do you
Like,
even
she just
answer?
had. No, I mean, like out of character, I really want to kind of like facilitate this, but like
Do you have an
Isabel's
answer
not gonna.
machine?
She's not gonna answer. Like
Yeah.
it's a cell phone.
Okay. Do you have voicemail? I'll just leave a
Well, yeah, I
voicemail.
think they
Yeah,
have
all right.
voicemail. Yeah. So like, she's not gonna she's not gonna answer. I'm sorry. She just
Oh,
does
no.
not
I
want to
don't
talk to
blame
you right
you.
now.
Raymond is like your permanent buzzkill embodied. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, exactly. She's like, she'll look and see if maybe it's damn, I done forgot his name already, but she'll look and see if it's the guy calling, and then she'll see it's like not, and be like, mm-mm.
I'll leave a voice message then.
Let's say this before you go into the voicemail. Let's say the phone is still ringing as you finish getting ready, and you see you hear two beeps from Kyle's car outside, and you walk out the door as the voicemail box starts to play Raymond's message, which is, and go ahead, Raymond.
All right. Isabel, this is Raymond. Please call me when you get this. Sorry to bug you at this hour. It's important. Just please call me when you get this, please. And I just like hang up the phone. She's like,
I'm
deuces.
sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
no.
She really doesn't want to
I
talk
like
to you.
that.
I
really
like it. No, I like it. I have no problem with you doing it at all. I think it's cool. I think it
I
fits
think
the
that's awesome.
character. And that's the way your character deals with, you know what I mean, what's going on
Yeah.
with her. So when he doesn't answer, I just kind of like put a handset and then go back and sit on my porch. I don't even see if like Isabel came out or Charlie's awake. I'm just like sitting out there staring at the ocean, just like well, I'll articulate how he feels like if he talks to someone or whatever, but he's just like dealing with like everything he sees because he's not sure and he doesn't know how to interpret it, and he's wondering if he was shown something or if it's just his brain trying to, you know what I mean, rationalize everything that's going on or whatever.
Katrina, are you like, what's going on with you right now? You're laying down in this guest room, restless. You've just been pacing around the house and stuff. You're not. It's an uncomfortable situation, so clearly you're not going right to sleep. And then all of a sudden you hear this screaming bloody murder.
Yeah, she'll jump from the couch, or is it a bed or a couch? I don't even know.
I think he set you up with your own bed in the guest room, so you have your own room for privacy.
She'll stay in the room for a few minutes, I think. Like, definitely scared, not sure what to do. Like, basically in underwear because she doesn't have anything else. And just, lock up for a few minutes. Like,
Okay,
unable to move.
I'm just going to leave you guys there for 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Isabel, you see Kyle's car. When he sees you come outside of the house, he jumps out of the driver's side door to open the passenger side door for you, and he's just like, hi, so nice to see you again." And he's wearing like a white shirt that you can tell he ironed. He's got this. He has no tie on. He's just got like a nice white button-up shirt, pair of slacks, pair of leather shoes. His blonde hair is combed back, and you can see that he's tried a little bit of gel. I don't know. He's just really trying to go all out for you. You get this very strong whiff of cologne, and he opens the passenger door and kind of tries to be gentlemanly and motion for you to go in.
She will just kind of smile at him and see what see, is he like coming in? Is we going out? Like, am I fully ready at this point? I was leaving, going out to him.
Yeah, so you're fully ready. You're going out to meet him at his car. He kind of just like honked for you to come out.
All right, so she's going out to him.
Yes. He opens the door for you to try to
wait
like,
a minute. He would have.
Oh yeah. You can see that he's kind of like, his palms are sweaty, and he's kind of just like trying to brush it on his pants, and he's like smelling his armpits and other thing nervous guys
Don't
do.
pretend not to notice that at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is when he's still waiting for you to come outside and doesn't realize that you've like opened the door and are kind of, because he's trying to like just be like right there with the door open for you, ready to whisk you away to this place. So
yeah, well, she makes him wait a minute and like comes out and I guess just hop right in. She's dressed in that like early 90s fashion, with like the knee-high socks with like the plaid skirt and like the like spaghetti strap kind of top and all that, I don't know what you call them, but with her hair all up, big hair, just gets in the car and just flashes him a smile and says, "Where are we going?"
It's this newer place. It's supposed to be pretty good. Nothing too fancy, of course. Just a new place. I hope you like Italian. He's like looking at you.
I haven't decided what type of food she likes. So I don't know. Yeah, like I haven't decided what kind of food she likes at all. That's not something I thought about. So like, I guess she'll be like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
You see, he just gets quiet, and he starts driving. He says, we can go somewhere else if you want. I mean, if you don't like Italian, like I'm sure we can find another place.
He is so nervous. Okay, so she will do her best to try and soothe him and just be like, look, you don't have to be so uptight. It's okay. Like, I've already seen you naked.
He instantly, you just see his cheeks turn red. And he just kind of like smiles and just turns and looks at the window a little bit. And he's driving. You can see he's happy. He's, this whole thing worked out way better than he had guessed, Like, he was just this guy working at a bar who saw a beautiful woman and, just said like, oh, maybe like I'll try to talk to her. And like, he did not expect like to be to have spent like a night of passion with you, or to be taking you out to a fancy restaurant or something like that. He's like, I could maybe date this girl. This is pretty cool. Like that's
and it's a complete opposite of what she's looking at. This is just like, it's just a distraction. This guy is just like something she's like, it's not mean spirited at all, but she's just using him to just kind of like, forget about bullshit.
So yeah, you guys continue on to the restaurant. He rolls the window down a little bit after you made that last comment. He's like, you can see he's a little bit like flustered by that. So we'll leave you two there for a second. Frank and Emmanuel, you guys are just now starting to arrive in the general area that you guys had pulled up to yesterday. Manny just looks over to you, Frank, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he's just like, so you're going to come in with me this time, buddy?
Yeah,
Listen, you can just follow my lead when we get in there, okay? I don't want you going crazy and really hurting this guy, okay? We just want to send a message. We don't want to, do any permanent damage. So just try to hold back as much as you can.
I've got an idea. If you'll just let me scare him a bit.
Absolutely. I'll let you take the reins, buddy.
So yeah, Frank is going to walk up to the door, and he's sort of gonna focus in his mind, and he's going to use the Eternal Summer 3 power, which is Noonday Grasp. It costs 2 glamour. I roll stamina plus brawl plus my mantle rating, and I get +1 strength and an additional point of strength per 3 successes after the first. And I do believe it's for the whole scene. And I'm going to be spending a willpower point on that as well. This leaves me with 11 dice. 9 successes.
Damn! That's awesome.
6, 7. That's 3 plus 3 strength, which gives me strength 7, which according to the rules means I can flip over a small car.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is... Oh, dude, this is awesome.
And do they have a sturdy door? Because I have another sort of ability, Ogre's Rending Grasp, which subtracts durability from something like... especially if it's a barrier, since I don't pay glamour for it then.
It's a standard wooden house door, and I think
so it probably
basically what you did would more than cover it. Yeah. So you guys make your way to the door, and before you can even lay hands on it, really quick, does what you just did, does that look like anything? I'll let you describe that if you want to say that it looks like
it's
something.
sort of, Frank in his changeling meme is sort of, a giant, absolutely gargantuan man. So now, his hands sort of start shining with sort of daylight basically in the middle of the night. Also, what time is it? Is it like midnight or something like that?
It's like 11:15, 11:30.
Oh, okay.
This is all like, the same night, and it hasn't gotten too late yet.
That's true. Okay.
This has all been like moving along pretty quickly. You went home and Manny picked you up.
Yeah.
So you guys make it to the front of the door, and before you can touch it, Manny just goes to open it, and then, seeing that it's locked, he just looks to you.
He sort of gently pushes Manny sort of behind him. And he kicks the door open, basically. Smashes it, falls down, walks in, sort of announces, Summer Court King Manuel Rice is entering this residence in the name of the Summer Court. And just screams it, at the top of his voice.
And you can feel the force and the echo of your own voice just bouncing off the walls, and the dust from this door just slamming against the ground is slowly rising in the air. This is like I don't want to say a shack. It is a house. It's a wooden house. A cabin would be the better way to describe it. It's a wooden house. It's where you guys are at right now. It's like almost like you guys have driven like an hour. You're getting close to the other side of Florida, where it's, right about to start entering the Everglades and the more rural, like swampy, non-city areas. So this is like a wooden, kind of like a wooden cabin, sort of off the beaten path. This is like a, small population area. There's no other houses in sight or anything like that. And the minute that door goes down and you're, you make that loud declaration, you just hear like this shuffling coming from upstairs. Like I don't know if you've ever seen like an animal try to start running really fast, and their legs are going so fast that they're just like, not moving. It's just like, it's almost something like that, where it's just like, you hear this fumbling, this, this absolute panic. And Manny's just like, "Come here, you motherfucker." And he starts to walk up the stairs.
Yeah, I, of course, go after him. Sort of, just trying to stomp around and make as much noise as possible.
And every step you take is just boom, boom, boom. The room just rattles with your every movement. And you can see this cabin. It's very very minimally furnished. There's no. It doesn't look like there's any TV. It doesn't look like there's any, many modern appliances. You can see that there's like a kitchen with a stove and stuff like that. Everything in a bit of a disarray. It's kind of a mess in there. But you do see hanging on the wall of this room that you entered through, which appears to be like the living room area. It's the living room area, which is like where you just entered. And there's no like wall that separates the kitchen from it. But you can see this almost like a cloth banner. It appears to be very homemade, hand stitched insignia, in the same shape as that wooden object that Manny had shown you in the car. Manny is not waiting for your cues at all. He's just starting to walk right up the stairs to get this person.
"Where are you hiding? Stop hiding." Start banging on the walls.
The both of you guys walk upstairs and into what appears to be the one bedroom of this place. It's like all the other rooms. You can see the open door of a bathroom, and you see the open door of what was intended to be like a second bedroom that's just completely used for storage. There's just a bunch of shit everywhere. You go into this master bedroom, and Manny is just like looking around. You see him peek under the bed, and he just goes straight at the closet.
So I sort of look at Manny, asking if I should open it.
He gives you a nod, like, go ahead.
Yeah, so Frank rips it open, with and sticks his face there.
And as you open it, you see this figure. You can tell immediately he's a changeling like you. His skin is bone white, and he's got almost this like mouse-like kind of snout, elongated features in the front of his face. He stands tall, although he seems to be like his knees are bent somewhat. Like if he had fully stood up as tall as, fully stretched his legs out, he'd be about 6 feet tall probably, but he stands kind of hunched. He's extremely pale. He has a blonde, whitish, kind of like silvery hair. It's like longer, but not like long hair. It goes down to like maybe like the ears or something like that. And you can see it's kind of like a bowl cut type of cut where it's just very crude, obviously done by hand, not going to a barber or anything like that. You see he's got his hands up like this, and he just says, "Manny." Before you can get another word out, you just see Manny grab him by the collar of his shirt like this, pull him forward, and just deck him in the face, and he just goes down instantly. And Manny's starting to pick him back up by the back of his shirt and starting to walk him towards the stairs.
Frank will go to the back and sort of hold him for Manny.
Yeah, so you grab him and you're holding him up, and Manny just starts to wail on him in the face and the stomach. And, Manny he's just lost in this rage right now. He's just like, "I fucking told you to knock the shit off." And he's just like, "You leave that fucking bullshit at my house? You come to my fucking house?" And you just see him, and he's revving himself up at this point. He's just going insane. and you are holding this guy, and part of you feels like a little bit of guilt. You can tell this is going, this guy couldn't hurt one of you if he wanted to, and here both of you are holding him back and just totally, like ripping into him. And he's just like, letting out these like sobbing sounds with every blow. It's just, just like, over
Manny,
and over. And Manny's just not letting up.
Guy?
This is the motherfucker. And he pushes the guy down to where he's like, you let go of him from like his shoulders like that when you feel him just kind of like slunch down like that. And then when you step away from behind him, Manny just like shoves him, and he falls on his back and kind of like slides a tiny bit on the hallway near the stairs. And then Manny walks over to him and stands over him like, like pointing his finger down at him like this. And he's like, I was here a fucking day ago, 1 fucking day ago, to tell you to knock this bullshit off. And this is what you fucking do? You try to leave this shit in my house, try to fucking intimidate me? And the guy's just like, I'm sorry. I wasn't me who left it. It was the others. It wasn't me who left it. I listened to what you said. I haven't been showing anybody anything. And he just picks him up by the shirt again. He's just like, listen to me, you rat fuck. And he just starts like just wailing on him again. And it's just like, Frank, you're starting to
Frank's not gonna let this go in like he doesn't want him to get seriously hurt. He just Manny, I thought we were just gonna scare them.
And you see him and he cools off a little bit, and he's like he's trying to catch his breath from all that exertion. And he's just like, well, I asked you kindly the first time. Well, as kind as I can. And you fucking cross me again. So this time things are going to get more real for you. He's like, whatever this fucking group, whatever the fuck you guys are doing, it's done. If I catch a whiff of this, I'm going to fucking end you and anybody else who does this shit. What you guys are doing, you know what? You fucking cordless fucks. You guys just go around and you have no leadership, you have no control, and you're making it hard for people like me, people like him, people in our freehold who are trying to live our lives the right way. And you just see the guy, he's just he can't even talk. He's just trying to breathe, trying to collect himself while he's just, you see like blood coming from his forehead, blood coming from his nose, and he's just there's no words. You're starting to get the impression that Manny is done here. He's, he wants to just wash his hands of this now.
There's a lot of these cordless here, Manny.
Yeah, there's a few of them. I mean, not all of them are out to cause trouble, but these guys don't answer to anybody. We get fucks like this who, they're running around as a group. They got nobody to answer to. They think they can just, they think they can just show the world our secrets with their fucked up whatever fucking cult this bullshit is. You know what? Fuck that. What are we gonna do when they show somebody, the truth of us, and these people start looking at me, these people start looking at you or Isabel or Raymond or Katrina or Charlie or Norma or any of us.
Right.
The fact that these powers exist, but not everybody should have the right to use them. Is what I believe. And I believe that this fuck here is trying to use... He doesn't even finish. Let's get the fuck out of here, Frank.
Right. So after Frank is going back, he's just sort of gonna pick up the door he kicked down and sort of prop it up there. It's just like...
Oh my god. Oh, that's so awesome. What a nice guy. He puts the door back. This is like a crazy thing to remember. Like, Frank is from like another time period.
Yeah, he is.
And
From
it just
very, very rough time.
Yeah, okay. And as simple as this man is, he's been able to acclimate with the modern world in a way, in a pretty good way in just the couple of years that he's been in it. So, he's he's brighter than is let on, I think, you know? And I mean,
it's like sort of this changeling thing where changelings have to be adaptable, right? And Arcadia, the realm, is sort of ever changing, and it's very chaotic and uncertain, and the rules are always different, right? And then he goes into it's just basically like another realm of Arcadia that's once again different. That's how he saw his sort of transition into the modern world.
I mean, it's like he was like in his world, and then one strange new world, and then now he's in this strange new world.
Exactly.
You know?
Hello, folks. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded, one which wouldn't be drowned out by random posts and discussion, so that your media could get the attention you want? Well, we have the answer for you in a Facebook group we run called White Wolf RPGs Gameplay and Media. The group is specifically ran with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. We are currently over 1,000 members strong, and we are continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there. High Level Games, the industry's first choice in taking your games to the next level. We are a podcast blog and new media network at highlevelgames.ca. We have blog posts about all of your favorite games going up 5 days a week, and a podcasting network with actual plays and shows that discuss role-playing games, with more rolling out all the time. We are on iTunes, Twitch, and YouTube. Find out more information at highlevelgames.ca, a site that certainly isn't controlled by a shadowy board of directors of otherworldly origin. That's highlevelgames.ca.
Please, help. They're coming.
The Los Angeles metropolitan area is constantly growing and changing. The Central District is full of new buildings. The Hollywood and Wilshire districts, once far from downtown, now are part of which spreads past Beverly Hills and out to the ocean. But why is all this going on in Los Angeles? Why is Los Angeles an exploding city?
Neon Masquerade.
The Demon's Mirror.
13 Candles.
3 Chronicles running through the undead veins of the City of Angels.
The Esoteric Order of Role Players Actual Play podcast invites you to drink deeply.
Go to eorpodcast.com and search the duets tag to find out more.